Hey everybody, it is a spinning update today. I started plying the fiber, so I'm going to show you guys. This is the rambouillet. It is a 2-ply, and this is a huge bobbin. This is a lot of yarn, and then that's what was left of the rambouillet. And most of it's a 2-ply, but about the last 20 or 30 yards is a 3-ply because I only had one bobbin left. So this is the white. It is a 3-ply. Okay, so now I got to ply the yarn off of my bobbins, and I finished on my B, and I finished the Lincoln. I got 2 full bobbins of the Lincoln, so I'm very excited. It's about the same amount on both bobbins, so I'm gonna 2-ply this. Although I'm tempted to do a 3-ply of each one. I might just do a 3-ply of each bobbin. But that's what I'm going to be doing over the next couple of days. Is all my bobbins are full on my B now. I have 6 bobbins full, which leaves my 7th bobbin free for me to do plying on. But I might just do the plying on the I gotta get these off using a nitty knotty. And for those who don't know, this is a nitty knotty. This is my handmade nitty knotty. There you can see the whole thing. Out of PVC pipe, and it's 2.75 yards on this nitty knotty for one rotation around. And I might show you guys how to use that one day. Right now I'm getting ready to start spinning this lavender. I don't know if you can see it or not. Well, I've already started. I started this morning when my son was getting ready in the bathroom. It's a lavender. It's a little bit lighter than it's showing up here. And I'm spinning it on the electric spinning wheel, the Vespera. So I'm so happy with the progress I'm making with my spinning, and I really do think it's because I'm doing these updates, and that's encouraging me to just keep going. But the other thing I want to do today is sometimes me and my husband we also dye fiber, just for me to spin or sell. And so I was going to show you guys some of the dyed fiber. So I like pink and brown together. So this is a pink and brown. And it looks kind of black, but it's actually a dark brown. Like a chocolatey brown. And this is one of my favorite ones. It is different shades of red and pink. And this is one of the favorite ones that we did. And then I have this lime green one, which I thought was cool. And then I have this red and black striped one, which is it's like it's not like a dark red. It's like a in between a pink and a red, but don't have any purple tones, so it can't be like a fuchsia. So this is a big bag of dyed fiber, and this is one of my favorite ones too. And it's like some brown, some yellow, it's like an autumn kind of thing, like when the leaves first start turning. And I think I'm gonna spin that one, but it's real pretty. And most of this fiber is punta that I got from Sheep Shed Studio. Let me see. And then this one is real nice. It has more of a peachy colors to it. This stuff spins up really well. This bag has like mostly bats in it, but it's like purples and reds, grays, natural colors that I parted into bats downstairs on the drum card. Oh, there's some more the real ramen mix in there. And this is one of my favorite ones in that bag that we dyed. And I call it Bumblebee. And not from the Transformer, from actual Bumblebee. It's yellow and black. So that's real pretty. And then this one probably gonna be a very interesting spin because it has some purple, pink, yellow, and it has like some tealy turquoise in it. So that would be an interesting spin if you did it in strips and spun it like that. But yeah, let me see. Then we have this. It's like it reminds me of the ocean, like the Caribbean, parts of the Caribbean. Like, you can't really see the colors. They're brighter than it's showing up. So this sea's got some shine to it, but it's got more of a green. It's showing up more bluey on this camera. But that one's pretty. And then this is some more of the turquoise and black right here. And this isn't some of mine. This is some that I had purchased and I rolled it into small balls. But this is a Merino Romney blend. And it's a brown. But that's just the colored stuff. And this is, other than some red and black I have, and some stuff in a small bags. Everything else is pretty much natural color, other than the stuff down here, which that I did from bags. And then we also have some that's like in a dark sienna brown. And then this one is really nice. It's actually a forest green, a dark forest green, but it's funny how the light changes the color and stuff. I think I might spin that. That would be pretty as some sock yarn. Oh, it's a nice sock. So yeah, so I just want to show some of that off. That we do dye fiber too. My face, I wish you could see it. It's like all red because I was standing outside talking, and the tree, the dogwoods are flowering, and all these other little bushes that starting to flower, and you know them little tiny little, I don't know, like this yellow color, but a real tiny little bugs, but they bite. And I guess when the wind would blow, they were blowing them out of the flowers, and like they would land on you, and you feel like this little teeny sting. So now I feel like I'm itching all over because of the little bugs. Like I feel like they're crawling on me, and it's just interesting. Even though I can look at my skin and there's nothing on my skin, it's just like you just have that creepy crawly feeling. It's like yeah. And I'm not only bug that I'm afraid of is spiders. And the only reason I'm afraid of spiders is back in the day when I was little and my hair was real long. And we used to have to take our hair out every week on the weekends, and my aunt would do our hair. And so my hair, I'm serious, my hair was like long, really, really long. And so my mama had washed my hair, and we were outside letting our hair dry. And so my hair is like this huge, giant afro, and we're out there playing and waiting for your hair to dry so you can go get your hair pressed and get it fixed for the school week. And so we got it into our minds that we were going to splat garden spiders on the side of the shed. Well, one of my cousin's spider, we didn't hear it splat. And so we thought that it had gone over the corn crib. And so we just forgot, let it go at that. And so it was my turn to go in the house, And so my mom, I don't know if it was my turn to get my hair washed, if she was trying to detangle my hair some because we'd been out playing. But she put her hand on my head and she just started screaming. I mean, screaming bloody freaking murder. And my dad came running into the house, what's wrong? What's wrong? He had his pistol out. He thought maybe a snake had got into the house or something. He's like, what's going on? And she was like, something's moving in her hair. Something's moving in her hair. And so then he's like parting my hair, and this spider, because we were wrapping them up in their webs with the sticks, and then they were caught up on their own web on the stick, and then we were splatting them against the side of the other side of the barn. Yeah, you Peter people, we were torturing spiders. Whatever. Get over it. And so so my dad pulls it out, and it was a huge freaking garden spider. All you see is these long black legs moving and squirming in his hand, and that was it. It freaked me out. And ever since then, I've been scared of spiders, even though I used to not be scared of them. Don't you think that's kind of funny? So yeah. So that's that funny story from my past. Could tell y'all about the time when we were chewing on some annihilators. They used to have these annihilators that they were like they weren't the dark chocolate ones. They were like a cross between the dark chocolate ones and like a cafe a la kind of. It was like a milk chocolate, but it wasn't fudge chocolate. So I had caps on my back, 2 teeth back there, and so I was chewing on this chocolate, this annihilator, and it was soft and chewy. Pulled both them caps right off. So word to the wise: if your children has expensive dental work, do not buy them annihilators or any other kind of chewy confection like caramels and things of that nature, because you could it was very, when that air hit the teeth up under those caps. To this day, I remember that pain, and I never ever want to experience something like that again. So, word to the wise: do not buy your children chewy candies when they have caps, or even if you use if you have crowns, leave that chewy candy alone. Because when that air hit that nerve, you're gonna wish somebody had knocked you out. But yeah, that's what I was wanting to show you guys today. I need to get this off these bobbins because I need these bobbins free. So there's 3 here that's being used. So I got 1 free, and I got 1 with some odds and ends on it of the big bobbins. These, and I have really big hands. I don't know. I don't have anything. Well, if you guys get those bricks teas, I use mine for a water bottle because it holds so much water. And what is this? So this is supposed to be an 8-ounce bottle. You're right. This is more like 16 ounces. Ain't no 8-ounce bottle. Let me see. Maybe I read it wrong. Okay, so it's 8 ounces and it's 4 servings. So there's 32 ounces. So this is a 32-ounce bottle of water. So if you guys have, this is how big my hands are. Okay. So this is comparison to this bottle. Okay. That's how much yarn is on this bobbin. Okay. I know y'all jealous. Learn how to spin, and you too can have a 32-ounce or greater size bobbin of yarn in your possession. So, but all right, I'm gonna go play some Star Wars, whatever that thing is. What is it? Star Wars: The Old Republic. I'm gonna play some Star Wars: The Old Republic. My guys on World of Warcraft are getting their rest bonuses, the ones that I'm leveling up. And since my guild is kind of dead because they're either playing this game or those other shoot 'em up games, I just been leveling my alts just to be leveling them. I do enjoy World of Warcraft still. I just don't like pugging. So I'm letting them build up their rest bonuses so I can level them faster. So I'm going to go and play my character. I'm on the Master Nosht Dural server. And if I'm on the, what is this? Republic side, I guess. And if you play and you're on the server, then I am Repertoire. I am a smuggler, and I'm currently level 23. Don't judge me. I just started playing last week, so I think I've done pretty good. In order to play, I had to put this code into my registry for the video card. I have a nice video card. I was pretty proud of that video card when I got it. I can run anything on that video card. I can play movies without buffering now. Pretty much. You know, I upgraded my computer. I was very happy with that video card until I got this game. I had to dumb down my video card to play this game. How much sense does that make? It has something to do with the shadowing or something on this graphic, on this program. What it does is your video card starts running hot. People have even complained about their video cards melting. getting so hot that parts of it actually melted. I have my case open right now with mine, and I've connected a couple of my fans I used to didn't have to have connected. So I connected a couple more of my fans, and they're detachable, and so I've mounted them to angle down towards the video card to help keep it cool, and I've been able to play just fine like that. But I had to turn my graphics all the way down. It still looks better than WoW with the graphics all the way down. You still get better detail than WoW and some other games I played. But I'm disgusted that I could play Eve Online, and that game, I like that game just to putter around in space on that game, because that game has some of the most beautiful space conceptual graphics that you've ever seen. They're just amazing. Freelancer is another game that I have, and I still love logging into Freelancer just to look at the graphics of the different space systems and stuff you travel through. But that's just the gamer in me. I've been gaming for a long time. I used to have the Atari joystick, all that good stuff. Graduate from that to Nintendo, Sega Genesis, all them old things, Candy, you name it. I'm old enough to have done it. Mortal Kombat, when it was on the arcade, I was good. I used to be pretty good at it. But I don't like console games that much anymore. I guess after somebody stole my Sega Genesis and my what was it? I had this game where you would search these planets. I used to love that game. Star something. I can't think of the name of it right now. But I loved that game. They made one similar to it for the Mac. When the Macs first came out with the iMacs and stuff, they had one up there that you could get that was similar to it. And I have the disc for that for my Mac, but my Mac died. I should get another one and put the old system on it just so I could play it. But I like that. That game was a lot of fun. Going to different planets. It was like a role-playing game where your responses to the aliens would determine whether or not they were going to become your friend or open fire on you. But yeah, I like video games, as you can tell. So, hasta. See you guys later. Hopefully next time you see me, this will be scaling up and nice, pretty. Look, I'm gonna let you see. Can you see me squeeze that? Can you see how squishy that is? It's so soft and squishy. Look at this. Look. Ooh. You like that, don't you? This was wait. Ooh. Alright, y'all. I'm gonna let y'all go. So I'm play my game and crochet in between runs and stuff like that. Because I'm working on, I'll show you what I'm working on. It's not finished, so technically it's not a cast off because I'm still working on it. But it's been made with hand spun yarn, so I think y'all might appreciate that. Now, this is hand spun yarn. My friend Carrie spun this out of some of the dragonfly fibers off of Etsy. So you can't find this in stores unless you're going to buy fiber or somebody else spun it and has it in a store. So she's always getting my yarn, so she gave me this. So I'm making a little cowl with it using the alternating or climbing shells pattern. And these are the color changes in this. Isn't it pretty? So this is why you guys need to learn how to spin. Okay? So you can get things like this, something you can't find in the store. And then you can make something like this. I mean, even if it's just some hand spun white, you can dye it yourself to look like that. You saw the stuff I showed you that me and my husband dyed. It depends on what kind of dye you use and how the color breaks. You can come up with some really, really cool variations. And then if you're knitting the way it pulls or the way it stripes, it's just so much fun. Playing with fiber is so much fun. So I'm really gone this time. So you guys take care. Have a good night. Be good to each other. And I'll see you probably this weekend, because I think we're going to be going to, I think me and Carrie are supposed to go somewhere this weekend that's fiber related. So I'll have my phone with me and I'll take some video from that. And I'll probably take my camera with me too and take some video on it. So I need to get another graphics card for that, storage card. Yeah, because somebody stole my camera, my one that I had before that one. It had a 16 gigabyte card in it, and the card had all the pictures from my grandma's funeral and trip home and stuff like that on it. And it hurt me to my heart because they could have taken that card out. You know, usually somebody's camera has a card in it if it's a digital camera, and that card has memories on it that can't be replicated or replaced. And so if you're going to steal something like somebody's camera, pop the memory card out and leave the memory card. Okay, just leave it, because that's, and whoever took it, I hope you rot in hell. I truly do. And it might be a spiteful thing to be or say, but when you got that camera and you got that card out, and I'm pretty sure you looked at the pictures while it was in the camera, I hope you felt like your world was caving in on you, because those are the only pictures that I had of some of my relatives that I probably never see again, that came home for that funeral. And not to mention, my farewell to my grandmother. you know um we had family members, singing solos for her, and things of that nature. And so yeah, I have ill feelings towards the person that took that camera, because you could have popped that card out. You could have anonymously dropped it in the mailbox. A lot of things you could have done, a lot of choices you could have made, and I wouldn't have cared about the camera. But you could have gave the video card back, the storage card back, or left it somewhere where we could find it. And so yeah, I have hard feelings towards this person. So I'm not. I like Hannah Robbie's law. You know, eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. Okay, I like Hannah Robbie's law, because if Hannah Robbie's law was in effect in a lot more places, you have a lot less crime going on in this world. You steal something, you get your hand cut off. You steal again, guess what? You ain't got no hands. So how you gonna take care of your family and take care of yourself? You rape a woman, you get castrated. Same thing for women who might be rapists. You rape somebody, and then you might be mutilated into such a way that no one want to have anything to do with you either. Or it could take your life from the subsequent infections. So it's harsh, but hey, I'd rather have that happen than having to spend all my tax dollars with rapists in prison, getting out of prison, and then they going right back to raping people and stuff. Same thing with these pedophiles. You go out there and you harm a child, you get out of jail quicker than a drug dealer will. And a drug dealer is providing a service to people who seek him out for those drugs. Nobody holds a gun up to somebody's head and say, go buy you some dope and get addicted to it today. No, people make the choice to do illegal drugs. You choose to smoke it, you choose to sniff it, inhale it, whatever you do, you at some point in your life, unless you were born addicted, unless you were a child who was already born with that seed in you, you chose the path your own. And even those children who are born addicted eventually have a choice to make. Do I want to be like my mother, who put this seed in me, to be like her, or do I want to rise above that? There's always a choice. You always have a choice. And you have to think, is it worth it? Is being high worth losing who you are for the rest of your life? Because you're never going to be that person you were before you became a drug addict. You always going to have to struggle. It's the same thing with alcoholics. It's all across the board. An addiction is an addiction. Regardless of what you're addicted to, it's an addiction. And you're never going to be the person you were before. Even if you kick the drug or whatever, that seed is always there, and you always got to fight that seed sprouting and growing in you. This is a seed that you don't want to nurture. You don't want to see that seed grow, because it's going to lead to your self-destruction. That's just how I feel about that. And I know some people say, oh, you're preaching to the choir, blah, 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 blah. But I feel like If you are so weak-minded and so needy that you put yourself in that position to be an addict, then it's up to you to get yourself out of that situation and find the best person that you can be with that seed, having to fight that seed growing inside you. Everybody has somebody in their family that's addicted to something, whether it's alcohol, cigarettes, whatever. Everybody has somebody in their family that's addicted to it. But I still say you had a choice to walk away. When unless you were born with it, you had a choice to walk away. Now, if you were born with it, then the choice was taken out of your hands. But you have the choice of whether you're going to become an addict and nurture that seed, or if you're going to fight that seed and be the best person you can be, regardless of the rough start that your parents' choices made and fell on you. Well, they say the sins of the parents can go through to the child. And a child being born a crack addict or some other type of on withdrawal from alcohol or something, then that's the sins of the parents falling on the child. That seed is the sin of the parents falling on the child. That's just my 2 cent worth. Okay, you take it with a grain of salt, or if you know somebody that it could help, have them watch the video. And if you think my words will help, but it's not a pretty sight. People laugh when they see those shows where the people are high, getting high, and they out there selling their bodies, and they think that's funny. It's a reality. That is a reality, and it is a sad reality of life, of the things that this person has to do to serve an addiction, to take care of an addiction. They lose who they are. They become that addiction, and then they become what society puts on people who have this addiction. So, all right, I'm going, because I can sit there and talk about that all day. I just don't like my tax dollars being used for people who consciously chose the path their own. That's the best way I can describe it. And whoever stole my camera, may you rot in hell. That is all.